Hello everyone, welcome back for another video, and today's going to be sort of a different Robles Renegades today. We're going to be doing a mini review plus a active customization of something. So this is the Valaverse Action Force Vanguard, based off of the real-life Resvani tank private security vehicle, and I'm going to get the negatives out of the way first so that we can just get into well, we're gonna go through the whole thing actually. Anyway, so whatever. The turret infamously, the main gun of the turret infamously cannot pivot up. It only rotates side to side, and that is because the included muzzle flash is two separate fully molded pieces that are absolutely huge. I would have preferred that these be a little bit smaller because they make the gun look really cartoonish, kind of. And I just think it looks kind of weird. A lot of people also think it looks kind of off too, but that's not a huge knock on the vehicle. The tires in the front do turn side to side. They're full rubber tires, removable shovel. It has a cap for the top if you don't want to use the turret or missile launcher, which is now included separately with each Vanguard. If you pre-ordered the vehicle originally, you would get it added to your order automatically. This is just a static cap that comes with the vehicle. A lot of people would have preferred if this hinge opened. You know, that way you could display it with an unbuttoned vehicle or a buttoned vehicle, and you just wanted somebody's head to be poking out or something. But that's another thing that was sort of a weird choice, but a pretty big plus of this is including an M240, which is a really cool firearm. And everybody knows what the 240B is because Tony Roberts of Analog Toys would not stop asking Bobby for this thing. So thank you, Tony. We have you to thank for this pretty cool firearm in the line. And then it also comes with a pair of jerry cans, a loose ammo belt, the standard requisite 6 pairs of hands, 2 trigger fingers, 2 fists, 2 cupping fingers, and 2 C-grips, as well as with this vehicle coming with 2 cups, one with the Action Force logo and one can with the Vanguard letter logo. It also comes obviously with the driver figure, call sign Reaper, as well as the requisite stand and the first Series 5 firearm, which is a brand new sidearm, which I have no idea. It also comes with a sticker sheet, a standard issue file card, and the Vanguard owner's manual, which actually sort of harkens back to another line that had really fun packaging. The packaging for the Vanguard is worth 5 action points, and it also has the schematics for the Vanguard on the back of the box, as well as a nice looking grayscale artwork. I would have preferred, and of course these muddy versions do come in the standard packaging for the Vanguard, so the only thing you'll really need to go off of is just the website listing, which obviously is accurate. The back of the vehicle also unbuttons so that you can put the gas cans in the back, as well as the 240. You can detach the control arm right here, and then you can transfer it into the Vanguard if you like, even with the extension to the main gunner's position, as far as I'm aware. Actually, you might not be able to. That clip looks a little bit too small. But you can also fit the gas cans in here. You can fit the blast effect, any other accessories. The doors are also removable. I'm not going to do that because I don't actually have faith in this connection not snapping off because I'm being too much of a gorilla. It's mostly user error that I'm talking about whenever I say I'm not comfortable with when handling certain functions of the vehicle. Like that. The seats obviously can move back and forth in order to adjust for all the figure sizes, the females, males, and now the Atlas figure coming soon. It also has 4 cup holders for the included beverages, which is kind of funny. The hood, however, does not open. This is a static piece. A lot of people have opened the hood themselves. Albatross Customs did a really awesome custom of his Vanguard, adding, making the windshield right here removable, making this open, pardon me, making this open, adding a elevator, making the main guns elevate and pivot. There's a lot of solutions out there to make those guns pivot, so if that's really a thing for you, like, I would if you would love for that to, like, just be a thing out of the box, and unfortunately I can't say this is really for you, but if you're okay with just maybe, like, slapping a few things on there, then obviously just go nuts. But I rate this vehicle pretty much a 9 out of 10. The only thing really keeping it back is the elevating guns. I would have actually loved for this hood to open so that we could have the Reapers actually maintaining these vehicles. Sort of similar to how the Vamp has a opening hood and all of these connection ports. I'm not saying that this is a bad vehicle, by no means. I very much rank this as high as the Vamp. I love that freaking thing. That classified Vamp is awesome. But I really do think it should have had a few more minor bells and whistles, especially since the only thing holding the Vamp back, because that is also a 9 out of 10 vehicle in my opinion, is that the ammo boxes on the guns actually are loose. They don't have any connection points at all. So those actually have the reverse issue. The ammo boxes are secure, but they don't elevate and only pivot. But the Vamp has loose ammo boxes and can do both, and can elevate and pivot. So it's kind of a weird catch-22 thing. But outside of all of that, this is a really solid vehicle, and I really do recommend it because it feels sturdy. The wheels are rubber if you're into that. I'm not personally into that because I'm afraid of dry rot. But the figure is also pretty good, although I do have to mention there have been some minor issues with the figure. Some of the hips on the Reaper figures have come loose in shipment, but every figure example that I've handled, the articulation is pretty good. The waist pivot is really tight, so I would kind of, treat that with some caution. The ankle articulation feels fine. The cut at the calf feels fine. The drop hips are buttery smooth. And the new body for Series 5 with the double jointed neck. This will next be seen on Senshi, I think. Same. And of course, the arms move in all the directions you would expect for a modern 6-inch action figure. And of course, Valaverse's patented, well, not patented, that's a lie, that's dumb. But the iconic Valaverse stands also got a makeover with this new rock rubbly texture. And now they also kind of link together to form a longer battle scene or something. They also still have the recognizable lip for that file card. So, now that you have everything on the vehicle, everything on the figure, what do we do now? Well, I just wasted your time with that because I'm going to just add more mud to this thing, because I think adding a little bit more of a dirty texture to this very, very semi-clean vehicle is a really good choice of my time. I also really think that the current spray of mud is kind of decent, but it needs something to really make it pop. So I'm first going to start with adding mud more to this door area. I'm going to add some, because each of the vehicles come with stickers. Obviously, all the stickers are going to be clean, so I'm just going to add some mud right here. Have it trailing from the door more. Really blend that all together. Then I'm going to take a sponge. Just going to dab it away. I'm going to make it spread a little bit. And that's a really nice muddy look because I decided to make some burnt sienna with some actual mud. We are also going to treat the second door with the same touch-up, including adding a little bit more to the bottom, because these doors are seeing a lot of action by being open and shut pretty much all the time when people need to unass and get to work. I'm also going to add a little bit of mud around the connection between the two doors here and inside the handles. Then, just for fun, I think, I'm also going to add some around the windows. I'm going to start by covering the windows each in this muddy paint mixture. Then, instead of a sponge, we're actually going to use some makeup brushes, because makeup brushes are obviously very good brushes for spreading small liquid mixtures and obviously powders. So it's going to work pretty great with this mud dirt mixture. If it doesn't, play nice, add some water, wash some of it away, and then bring back your sponge and pick up the excess if you have any. Oh, that's a fiber. There we go. Now I'm going to cut the recording here, and I'm going to do that with all the windows and the windshield and the rear windscreen.